Hi, my name is Marcus Irving, owner and trainer of Team Irving Fitness. Back with you again today to talk about compound movements. Answer these quick questions for me. Do you want to build muscle? Do you want to burn fat? Do you want to increase overall cardiovascular output? Well, if the answer is yes, and you're going to the gym consistently with still no results, or you want to amp up the results that you've seen in just a few weeks, then you need to stick around and watch this video. Today we're going to talk about multiple joint movements or compound movements, as I just stated, and they're great total body exercises that elicit a total body response from the core to your extremities. All right, today we're going to talk about 7 movements that if you're not already utilizing, you need to utilize after watching this video. All right, the equipment needed for today's video or the demonstrations is very simple. If you're at your home and you don't have Olympic straight bar, you don't have kettlebells, which are all great if you're utilizing the information that I give you today and are going to take this to the gym with you. But if you are at your home, then all you need are dumbbells, probably 5 pounds to no more than 25 pounds, or resistance bands that I'm going to show with you today. All right, regardless on where you are, home, outside, at the park, in the gym, you can still get a great workout with these 7 compound movements. The first of our compound movements are deadlifts. All right, deadlifts are great because not only are we utilizing our core, or what people typically traditionally think of core is the front side, what you can see is your abs, but we're also using internal and external obliques and your lower lumbar spine in deadlifts. The multiple joints that we're utilizing is we're moving the weight from the floor, so we're passing over the ankles, knees, hips. All right, so those are 3 joints right there. Not only are we using our quads, hamstrings, but we're also utilizing our hip flexors, and we're using shoulder shrugs and upper rhomboids as we finish the weight to stand up nice and tall. All right, so feet shoulder width, okay? Overhand grip, it doesn't really matter. You can go at your sides or in front. All right, we want to go to the bells, touch the bottom of the floor, and then explode up through our heels. All right, so I'm just going to do 3 or 4, and then I'll transition into the resistance band. All right, so we're down, head up, bells touch, and we're exploding up throughout the range of motion. All right, down, head up, and explode up. I'll turn sideways. So we're down, touch, head up, and explode up. All right, moving those out of the way. All right, we're going to make a big loop in our resistance band, okay, like so. All right, you want to make a big enough loop so when you lay it down flat, all right, and we pull our handle grips out, we're going to step on each side, okay, and you want to raise the handle grips, want to make them even, till they're hitting you about lower calf. All right, so we're down, exploding up, pushing through our heels, hip flexors explode through the movement, okay. One more. Next compound movement is the burpee. I'm going to show you a modified version. Well, there's several ways you can modify it. I'll just go through. We're going to start off with the traditional burpees. Burpees are good because not only are you working upper body, you're working lower body harmoniously together to accentuate your core. All right, so we're going from a standing position down into a push-up, back up, and then we're exploding up off the floor. All right, I'll give you 2, and then I'll go into the modified versions. All right, so we're here. We're going down, jumping out into plank, push-up, exploding in, and we're jumping up. All right, I'll give you one more real speed. We're going down, out, and back up. All right. A modified version is when you explode out, you don't necessarily have to do the push-up if you haven't mastered the standard push-up. All right, so you're going down, and you're kicking out, kicking back in, and then you're exploding up. That's one modified version. If you want to add the push-up, you can either go as low as you can in the standard push-up, or drop your knees down to a modified push-up, and then everything else stays the same. So we're going down, out, push up, in, and then explode back up. So regardless on your fitness level, you can still get the burpee in, and over time, as your strength improves, your cardiovascular endurance improves, you'll be able to do the standard or compound movement is a deadlift and row. We're going back into our lower body kinetic chain. All right, we got the dumbbells here. All right, we're going to have feet shoulder width, still pushing our body through our heels. All right, so all we're doing is adding a row to the deadlift. All right, so we're down, flat back, we're rolling up, squeezing in between our shoulder blades, heads up, back down, and then we're standing up into the deadlift. All right, so we're down, row, down, and deadlift. I'll give you one more time. Down, row, down, into our deadlift. I'm going to show you one more time with our resistance band, because regardless on if you're at home, at the park, you can still get a great workout. All right, you want to give yourself a little bit more slack this time because of the row. All right, still stepping on both sides. This time you want almost at your knee. All right, so already down into that deadlift position. We're going to roll up, squeezing in between our shoulder blades, go back down, and we're standing up through the deadlift range of motion. So we're here, row, down, and deadlift. Down, row, squeeze, down, and deadlift. All right, so the multiple joints, as you already know from the deadlift, all we're doing is adding an upper body component with the row, but the whole time you have to contract your core, lower lumbar spine, because we're in this lower seated position, bent over, lower back, core is tight, glutes are tight, and we're squeezing row, and then we're exploding up. The fourth compound movement that you should be already utilizing at the gym is the push press. All right, we're going to start off with our dumbbells again. Okay. So we're feet shoulder width. Already in the rack position, you can either use a neutral grip, which is palms facing each other, or out like a standard military press. All right. Here we're going to utilize our core and our legs to bounce the weight up. Not really bounce, but assist the motion so we can put up more weight overhead. All right. So you're doing a slight bend in the knees, and as you explode up, pushing through the heels, we're pushing the weight up overhead. And we're back down, and we're back up. Exploding, core is tight, all the way wrapped around your corset, and we're just exploding the weight up. All right? So we're utilizing our shoulders, elbows, core, knees and hips, all synchronized together, exploding the weight up. All right? Those are the dumbbells. You can do the same thing with your resistance band. I suggest you're usually stronger in the deadlift than you are in the shoulders because more muscles are utilized. Shoulders are a little bit weaker than your legs are. So we're going to step in the band, both sides. We're going to go to our rack position. Okay, here. We're going to pop it down into a little baby squat, and then we're going to explode up. Back down, and then up, and down, up. Last one, down, and up. All right, still you can do neutral grip, palms facing each other, or out wide. If you have shoulder problems, I suggest utilizing the neutral grip. Build up the girdle for the strength in your shoulder before you transition out to 90 and 90. All right, our fifth compound position that we're going to show you today is an overhead squat. All right. I'm going to start with a resistance band. If you're doing the push press, I would not advise doing the push press for large amounts of reps and then going into an overhead squat, because your shoulders are going to get very fatigued, and you need those isometric contractions to hold that overhead position while you're in the overhead squat. All right. So feet shoulder width. We're going to show you the band first. All right. Overhead. Go into the rack position. From here, we're going to explode up, straight arms. All right. From here, the weight will try to lean you forward. You utilize your core to push back. Butt goes straight down like we're sitting in a chair, and then exploding back up through our heels. All right, we're down, and then we're back up. Okay. I'm going to go into our dumbbells next. You probably want to go down. Overhead squats are great core stabilizers because you have to utilize that movement as the weight goes overhead. All right, I'm going to try to show you sideways. All right, so you get a different view. All right, weight is overhead. All right, feet shoulder width. All right, we're going down into the movement. Let me get away. Down into the movement. And we're back up. And we're back up. Sixth movement is a squat press, or what you traditionally find is people call them squat thrusters or just thrusters. All right. We're going to start with our dumbbells first. Our feet are shoulder width. All right. We're going to be in the rack position. All right. Either out here or neutral grip. I like neutral grip better. All right. We're going down into that squat. All right. Almost like in a front squat here. And we're exploding up. Pushing through the heels. We're utilizing our shoulders, legs, and core all together. All right. We're going to go into the resistance band. Show you the same movement. You can do the same thing with the resistance band. You don't necessarily have to be at a gym and get a straight bar. If you have a straight bar at home, that's great. If you don't, you still receive a great workout. Rack position. All right, going down into the squat first. And we're exploding up. Last one. All right. Last but not least, all 7 are great to utilize if you want a total body response, if you want to increase results at the gym. But I love this overhead press, alternating lunge. So you have the weight in the rack position, overhead, all right, and then we're just stepping back into our lunge, all right. So we're here, all right, utilizing our core for stabilization, stepping back into the lunge, kiss, and then back up. Okay, we're here, step back, kiss, and then up, kiss, and then up. Okay, shoulders getting a great workout, core's getting a great workout, legs getting a great workout, all together. All right, let's go into the resistance band to show you the movement. The front leg is probably best. And here I wouldn't necessarily alternate. I'll probably just do one side and then do the other side, depending on the rep count. All right, into the rack position. Everything's straight. All right. We're just going to step back here and then up. Arms stay straight up. Get great resistance from the resistance band. We're standing back up. All right. Then you go down. Just switch to the front leg. want to stay straight. Kissing the back leg to the floor. Standing back up. It's a mid-line position. So that's it. Those are 7 great compound movements. I know there are plenty more, such as pull-ups, push-ups are great compound movements, dips, but those are the ones that we enjoy here at Team Irving Fitness, that we teach all of our clients to utilize our functional body at its best. If you think about picking a pin off the floor or putting something on a top shelf, you got deadlifts, picking something off the floor, putting something on the top shelf is a thruster, and then just a total body response are great for burpees. So with the compound movements here, we're burning fat, we're building muscle, and we're increasing overall cardiovascular output. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you need any advice, whether pairing these up into your traditional workout routines, or knowing how to do reps and counts of these exercises, please email me at teamirvingfitness@gmail.com, or you can log on to the website teamirvingfitness.com and submit all your questions and comments there. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time. All right.